welcome back, everyone. Hop in for a life lunch or lunch life, life lunch. Lunch would be great. Wouldn't it be great if we could share some delicious drink while we're talking or something. Well, I don't like talking with a mouthful of food, so but welcome. I am hopping on also for my new subscribers from other sides of the world. It is 1:12 p.m. right now Eastern Time here in US. I want to talk about I want to share with you my thoughts on something that we desperately need to reinstate in our Western society. That is a pride of we. It's a pride of being a father. It's a pride and honor to raise daughters, and how incredibly important the fathers are in daughters' lives. Uh, all women's struggles, all grown women's struggles, could truly be erased with confidence and love of the father. A father that cares, a father that leads, a father that at some point explains a daughter the mind of the man. As women, we don't really understand naturally how men's mind work. It is so very different than our mind, the way our brain operates. It is very different. I remember when my father started to explain me things, I was in total shock. I thought it couldn't be further from the truth, but he really knew what he was talking about because he was a man. So he opened my eyes on men's nature, on the way men operate, and it takes a while to really understand this, but I wish all ladies to have a father or a man figure in their life who can show them love and help them to understand, to build that strength for the future, so they can have that strong base, strong foundation for the future. Because life is such that you need to be prepared. And unfortunately, they don't teach people in school. Uh, they don't teach girls and boys in school for some very important things, such as choosing a partner, or uh, being able to discern true love, connection from the manipulation and narcissistic things. A lot of women, ladies, young ladies especially, that never been loved, they are going to chase that validation their entire life. They will be in a very toxic relationship, because they will be validating, they will try to find that validation. So those of you who are watching me and who are fathers of the daughters, make sure that you give your daughter that beautiful, strong validation, that beautiful base for confidence. Because so when you let your daughter feel that she is enough, that she is beautiful, she will never color her hair green. She will never torture herself with piercings and tattoos. I feel that my observation is that many fathers, they love their daughters, spend time with daughters when they're little, and then they feel that they are not supposed to lead them further. I think the feminist society really brought us to that place where a lot of fathers feel like, okay, well, my daughter is 18 now, my daughter is 16 now, 17 now, I don't want to, I don't want to be, how to say this, I don't want to make you feel like I'm controlling her. But this is something so completely different. You don't really control your daughter. You just showing her the way. This is really you just leading her and helping her, because at 18, father father's job is not ending, it's starting in a different way. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Thank you, and feel free to contribute. I really think that I don't know why it is so, but I've noticed that in US, a lot of fathers, they kind of feel, I don't know, maybe it's just this part of the feminist upbringing. I don't know exactly why, but sometimes they kind of becoming more passive, where we really really need fathers to guide us, to help us. For example, I see some awesome comments, I see some awful comments, but they don't really um, they don't really affect me to the extent, if I wouldn't have, let me see if I can bring it, if I wouldn't have my confidence, because everybody has a different view, everybody sees a different things, I'm not trying to be a solution for everyone. So basically, it is truly, truly a beautiful thing when a father can lead a daughter into adulthood. I think that a lot of time, welcome, welcome. A lot of times, what is happening is fathers kind of shy away, and daughters need you the most when they are in this sort of middle school, when they are forming into little women. Because I think there would be no green hair, there would be no tattoos and piercings, if the father would comment on their daughter femininity, on their daughter beauty. If he would, of course, mother's role is here, is extremely, extremely important. But I think that with a amazing father who makes daughter beautiful compliments, who help her to be confident, just naturally develop the confidence. A daughter will never feel like ruining her hair, coloring them blue, getting the piercings, getting the tattoos, because she knows she's so beautiful. She doesn't want to ruin that beauty. So I think it's very, very important to realize your role. Yes, the mother will show the example of femininity. Mother will do certain things, but the father plays such an important role. And yes, everything that comes to a woman's self-esteem, everything that comes to a woman's self-esteem and her future relationships with men, there is no games can be played with a woman who have her confidence. There is no games you can play, because the woman will feel the pain. Yes, father provides structure and discipline, yes, but he mostly provides that for the sons. When it comes to a woman, the best thing that father can provide is reassurance, showing her the healthy love, where it's not hot and cold, it's not disappearing and coming back. It's not the anxious attachment. Maybe he will call me, maybe he will not. He will put me down, 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 down. Then he will give me a tiny little compliment, and I will have hope. No, a woman that have a very strong and confident masculine father, she will not even consider, she will immediately stop any kind of relationship that affecting her self-esteem. It will feel very unfamiliar, and it will feel very painful for a young woman to stay in a toxic relationship. Every woman that stays in a toxic relationship had never had a father that truly loved her, that truly showed her an example of true healthy love. It really is impossible. A woman would not fall in love with pain. Think about this. If as a woman you have a father that listens to you, that connects to you, that you don't have to be necessarily rich to treat your daughter well. You know, you you are there to give her that picture of what fathers and mature, emotionally mature man's love is. You know, when he takes you to lunch, he's helping you with things. He understands you might need to have like a hair appointment. He's not greedy. He isn't greedy and say, you know, you don't deserve this. No, you cannot have this. For a woman, it's so terrible when a woman stays with a man who is petty, who doesn't want to give her anything, who doesn't want to give her, um, who doesn't, that she doesn't feel that this man is emotionally stable. That's a whole different subject. But a man who is, you know, trying to penny pinch, yeah, trying to penny pinch, telling you, well, you know, you don't deserve this, you don't need this. It's different when you are in a family and the family has goal. For example, you maybe you are a young family, you may be saving for something. That is different. A man can still give a lot of love even if you're temporary on or attention or and spoil a woman. Even if you have temporary difficulties, there is always a way to be creative and to show the love, to show the care. A woman would not feel, a young woman would not feel enticed, uh, would not feel excited if some dust bucket would come to her and say, hey, you know, wanna hang out, you wanna have Netflix and chill in my house. I'm sorry, I'm trying to um, replicate how some men speak nowadays. Hey, you wanna have some Netflix and chill at my place? Oh yeah, I don't know you, and well, but you know, I'm actually amazed how many women are wasting their time on men that clearly do not want them, do not even like them, but a lot of women feel that oh, this is love. He loves me. He just can't show me his effort right now because he's in a difficult situation. A man is never in difficult situation. You know, I grew up in Eastern Europe, and our men would go and work at the ride a garbage truck or unload a truck or go and do very hard things for a second job so they can take the woman out that they love. You know, it was times when it was very hard, there was maybe no business. You know, that in some countries, in some communist countries, business was forbidden. You cannot have business, it's against the law. So men were attached to only one job or one source of income, but they would go and find another job and work at night because they either had family or the woman they love. They took pride in it. They took pride in doing something special for their woman. Sometimes when you love, you find a way. Both men and women, when a woman loves a man, she find a way. She learn who he is, and how to calm him, how to give him that what he truly needs. A woman have a possibility to connect and feel that from a man. And a woman who has a good father, she can very quickly discern that this man is about nothing because she compares the actions and the way this man treats her compared to her dad. And if you are inconsistent, if you put no effort, she will not fall in love with you to begin with, because she will, once she sees this, she will not even consider consider this man for a moment. So it's hard to break a woman's heart that had a wonderful dad, because she will not even give you time of the day because she knows better. Her body knows better. Her We are very sensitive and emotional. We feel things without even necessarily seeing them. So, yes, that's a beautiful thing that a father could give to a daughter, is that, oh my goodness, unshakable confidence. And yes, for the fathers here who have been doing amazing job with your daughters, I mean, what can be more beautiful than that? Especially, when you grow older, there is nothing like when your daughter comes to you and her eyes are full of love and you see her doing well, you see her being loved. What else a father needs to see, when she has her own family? Let me read some of your comments. Welcome everyone. It's a lunchtime live. I'm gonna try to do them sometimes when I can. For those who are from another, yes, I'm a bit official today. I have an important meeting a little bit later. It's a bit dark. It's a bit dark here because I'm in the shade. It's very hot today. Very, very hot. Let me read some of your comments. Um, yeah, so that self-esteem rooted by father's love cannot be shaken. There is no games would be played. I'm originally from Eastern Europe, particularly from Kiev, Ukraine. That's my native city. Welcome everyone. Do you have, so if you want me to read your comment 100%, you might consider highlight it with a super chat, but I'm gonna try to read it anyway. And I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Yes, man, I'm wearing a blazer today because the place I'm going required to be kind of official, but I couldn't help but make it bright pink. I cannot be all in black. Statistically, now in America, men between the ages of 20 and 35 are dating less women than ever. Why is that? I think, do you want to know my honest opinion? We are going through a very challenging time. I agree that things are, in some ways things are getting too easy, in some ways things are getting too hard. So a lot of men are active subscribers of OnlyFans and what else, Pornhub, and all these things. A lot of men are, unfortunately, without having a real purpose, real strive, real example, kind of falling apart because things are so easy. Before, in order to feel something, to see something, to experience something as a man, you need to put a lot of effort. And right now, a lot of young men, especially, losing their social skills. They kind of falling apart with the video games. I It's painful to see how the convenience kills. It's a part of it. It's not all the reasons, to my opinion, but the convenience kills man's drive. The easiness of things kills man's ability to strive, to grow. Men really strive in challenge, in hard, when they're doing hard things, from my observation. And yes, I think the part of that is the internet, the things on the internet, the video games, the addictions, the laziness, inconvenience of everything. Yes, I think that's one of the root causes, but there is obviously more. There is obviously more than that. Let's see. Um, American men are now fed up with American women, and we do not like them. It's a big generalization. I think Western culture in general is going through a big crisis right now. With all that we see, I would love to see more women who are in touch with their feminine side, but also have class, standards, in that are very strategic about their, what they're doing. But it is what it is. We do have a very difficult time right now in a way, but you can make it easy because there are people who think like you. There are people who have class. There are people who are very focused. We all mourning. I mean, most of us people who have heart and principles, we all mourning the loss of Charlie Kirk, and now more than ever things what he stood for are becoming so apparent that it's crucial. He spent his 20s not fooling around, not wasting his time on different stupid websites. He is such a incredible example of what a man should be. There is no waiting. Oh, after I'm 30. Oh, I'm so young, I'm only 34. No, you're not young. The life, you never know how your life will turn out, and if you want to have that sense of fulfillment, you have to do those things early. You have the most energy in your 20s and 30s when you put those bricks. He was his the life was taken from him at 31, and the whole world is mourning the loss. This man didn't waste his time. He made a foundation, he built a beautiful movement, he built a family, he built foundation, and he was so satisfied and happy. I think young men who are willing to do hard things first will get the fruits of it later. You don't have to work. It's kind of sad to see people waking up, like men in this case, waking up in their mid 40s, late 40s, 50s, like, oh my gosh, I haven't done nothing with my life. I'm in debt. I have no business. I barely survive. I can't even support my kids. So I think it's a wake up call for everyone to see that don't waste your time. When you fulfill your time with meaningful things, you may not get instant gratification, but you will get a fulfilled and beautiful life. It's cursed to be beautiful because you want people to know who you are, but they can see who you are because they can pass your beauty. I mean, it's hard to be ugly too, so you gotta pick the struggle. I think it's hard to be a victim and have a victim mindset and a victim mode. You should take whatever you have and do the most of it. Make a what it is, make a lemonade out of the lemon. You know, because you can always have something to complain about. Every path in life is hard. Being beautiful and put together can be hard. Yes, people can talk behind your back, people can try to trash you, people can gossip, people can be jealous, but it's also hard to look like you don't care about yourself and you treat yourself like trash and expect. So which way you choose, each of them could be hard, but you can be resistant toward life or you can make love with it. That's a very feminine way to live, but men can sometimes also get inspiration. As women, sometimes we need masculine container to do certain things, but also men can sometimes refocus and focus their attention on building something. We all can take crutches and say, oh, I'm beautiful, that's why I'm so like unhappy, or I'm ugly, nobody paid. Like, pick your struggle. Pick your struggle. And as a woman, sometimes when I go through something difficult, I always think about the most creative way I can handle it. You can try to resist to life or you can make love with it, so to speak. It's literal. I mean, it's not literal, it's more poetic way, I guess. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, Alex. I think you are in Texas, right? If I'm correct. Unfortunately, since the 70s, divorces became common, especially in the 90s, and you see grown children with no purpose. Yes, we definitely have been seeing certain tendencies, and it is sad, but there's no reason to give up. The thing is, we all were meant to nurture people, even if you don't maybe have children, so happened, or your children are grown, or you not having them yet. We really need to be more active in our communities. I don't care if it's online, I don't or it's in your neighborhood, but people need to see those role models. I think we have such outburst of love, such an ocean of love for Charlie Kirk, is because people realized. I mean, they always knew it, but with what happened, people realized what a role model he has been, and how much love he outpoured. So much love. He could have said, "Oh, they don't like me on campuses. There are people who threaten me, people who don't understand me. Everything is turning woke. I'm not gonna do it. And now when I build a multi-million-dollar company, I'm just gonna sit in my office." But he never did that. He remained so humble, and part of his legacy. It's his attitude. I only recently actually realized that part of your legacy, for example, as a woman, as a mom, as a father, as a dad, as a big brother, as a boss in your company, is how you handle stress, is how you handle crisis, is how you handle situation. So yes, we do definitely have the uh, certain intentions of breaking down the very base of society, but you know a lot of us have the power to contribute in a very positive way, because there are beautiful things to look forward to despite of the trends. We can look at statistics and just give up on life, or we can look at statistics and say, well, this is great, but it's not going to be my story. I'm going to make sure that I live this life so fully that I might be invited to live it again. You know how when you have a concert or performance, and you performing, and it was so good, you're singing or performance, people applaud, they don't want to leave, because they want you to come back. They really do want you to come back to the audience. They, like, in Russian or Ukrainian, it's called nabis. So people just will clap, 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 clap till you come back. So we can all live the life that people won't stop clapping for. I think it's important. Oi, I'm sorry, I almost blocked a good person. Oh, wait, why can I see comments? Oh, I can see them now. So anyway, I agree with the trends. I get it. I understand it. But, it's not the reason to just say, okay, let's keep going downhill now. But thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate the support, and your making sure that I read your message. Thank you, Federico. Are you living in the 50s? Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. You're time traveling. Hello, James. Hi, Veronica. Hope all is well in your life. Thank you. Good afternoon, beautiful girl. Thank you. Good afternoon, beautiful ladies. Uh, no, I know the real facts, and now what? Charlie Kirk also knew the real facts, and he still kept going. A lot of people know the real facts, and this is why you have a place to work, you know? So, what does it mean? You know the real facts, and you're like, oh, well, you know what? Screw it, let me just live like trash now, with no I'm just with no aspiration, and just have no standards, because a lot of depends on you in your home. Think about this. If you have family, right, or whatever your circumstance is, in your home you can make your own rules. It doesn't matter what the government tell you. It doesn't matter what the culture is. It doesn't matter that everyone has green hair and tattoos and whatever else. It doesn't matter. In your house, in your home, you can make your own rules. You can read poetry every night. You can dress well and press your clothes the night before. You can set new standards. You can read and talk. and not, don't watch news, don't watch TV or programs, or you can watch those things that truly inspire you. You have control over your life. And for me, it's so disappointing to see when men giving up. I had a very, very strong father figure, and I know that my dad was one of those people that was very, very passionate, and he would never give up, ever. And when I see men writing, oh, but this happens, yes, I know, I remember. But life still continues, and it's in your hands to make it beautiful. What I see is people say, oh, yeah, there is no standards anymore, and like, I don't have to do, what could I do? So you take responsibility from yourself, and then expect somebody else to bring the standards up. I meet beautiful families. I see amazing fathers. I see amazing mothers. It all exists. It's just not trending. Usually when, um, you know, even Charlie Kirk was not, didn't have as much, people did not appreciate him as much before they lost him, unfortunately, all of us, because we realized he was consistent every single day. He lived a life, he left a legacy, and the way he treated his wife, the way he loved his children, doesn't matter what happened in 70s and divorces in 90s. He accomplished all of these things by the age of 31. And most men don't even know what they want or who they are. They don't even have a purpose. They're upset with the government. Don't be one of those men who are like, yeah, but the wages nowadays. I laugh when people tell me these things, because being from another country, having English not as my is my first, is my third language, or even fourth, and then seeing all these excuses why you cannot do something, it just makes me laugh. Yeah, don't ever complain about your hard destiny to any kind of immigrant or person. Don't, especially to a woman. Get your stuff together. So, ladies, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's just so important to realize that it is time for us to put our stuff together. We all have goals. I actually love when something I have passion for and it's not working out, because it put me in a super creative mode. I would find 200 ways, well, maybe 199, how to fix it, or how to create something else. It's sometimes it's a good kind of pain when you, because you build so much resistance, you build so much strength. And this is actually my theory why most immigrants achieve things much faster. People who leave their country, come to another country, that usually they end up way further than people who were born with all these rights and citizenship and English and all of this. This is my theory because I observe it. I know I have some friends that came here 2 years ago because of the war, had to leave everything at home, couldn't sell anything, no properties, no cars, came here with 2 suitcases, and 2 years later, I know one person in particular that I'm actually related to, runs already 3 businesses. So, and again, I had a father that would always find a way, always find a solution, who had so much passion. So for me, I can't even empathize to a man with no core. Definitely not cannot get excited or attracted to a man. A woman cannot get attracted to a man that doesn't have that strength in him. If she had a good example in her father. So let me read some of your comments, guys. Darling, thank you so much for coming, CCGB. Wonderful to see you. Okay. Um, I'm not Irish. Definitely, I'm everything but Irish. But it's actually irrelevant who I am. Let's see. I'm trying to look an interesting for interesting comments. Frank is saying, I must say this woman, oh, this woman, you mean me, has her things together, and if she doesn't, she certainly got me convinced she does. Well, I'm really not trying to convince anybody because I am with everyone on this journey of life. And I find how amazing it is when you evolve. A lot of people stop evolving at like when they finish high school and maybe finish college. They feel like, I think it really, I don't think any single person have everything together. I mean, there are very few people that have, but even if you have everything together, you want to keep growing. Like for example, again, my this beloved example of or the example of our beloved for many of us, Charlie Kirk. He he never said, okay, so this organization makes millions. I'm just gonna sit in my office. I think when you have the main things together, it's an amazing accomplishment. But the most important thing is to keep going. I'm actually amazed that somebody who worked so hard for 12 years, since he was 18, he never told himself, "Oh, I'm only 18. What do I know?" He had this burning passion so early in life, which is actually very natural. Generally, if young people were not distracted with video games and with bad examples of how to live life, men used to do incredible things at their early age, because you have the most passion, the most physical ability, the most strength, and the most testosterone. So, you know, uh, even if you are an exception and have all your things together, you still want to have something that will keep you going, because once you don't have dreams and you don't have aspirations, you kind of dying. And when you have dreams and aspirations, you have shiny eyes even at 75, even at 80. You're fueled by passion for life, whatever that is. So yes, anyway, Frank, I just expanded on your thoughts, and the thing is, I'm not here to try to convince anybody that I don't think anybody have an ideal life, but I enjoy the process of evolving. Yes. I wish my son could meet a woman like this. Well, I wish that your son will meet an amazing woman. I do. Where are you from? I love your accent. I'm from Eastern Europe. He wasn't about love. No, he actually was about love. Everything he had done was about love. I think you should open your eyes just for the sake of it. I'm actually going to make a video, maybe in about a week, and it's gonna be called "The Best of Charlie Kirk." So please come back, and we're gonna review his clips. We're gonna review his words. A lot of people are very jealous for the love that he had, and they spin his word, taking his quotes out of the context. But he barely has a grumpy face anywhere. He was always kind to people who were on the opposite spectrum, which I think is almost impossible to do it consistently. I don't have that much patience, but yes. So yes, we are going to review Best of Charlie Kirk in about a week or two, because I need to find all these beautiful clips. I'm not gonna comment on things taken out of context. Okay, I knew what he meant by that. A lot of people are getting. You said empathy is a new age weakness. He was very empathetic to people in his action. The problem here is that in America, people get into their feelings, and they let their feelings paralyze them, completely paralyze them. I can give you 10 reasons why I cannot do anything in life. All of us can find the, weak attitudes. So yeah, we're gonna review actual clips at some point here. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't always agree with his views, but this is not about views, okay? I agree with all his views because his views as a foundation of a strong society. But no one lives should be taken for sharing his thoughts and inviting people for the conversation. It's not even a conversation. It's most I still can't think about it. I'm trying not to. He never said that he was a saint, by the way. Frank, she's smart. She articulate. My goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Somebody says the government absolutely does matter. Well, I have a news for you. Yes, to an extent, but no government of your dreams is gonna come to your home and create a business for you. No government gonna fix your family. Of course, we have better rulers and worse. We have people that are for us to thrive, or we have people who want us to be controlled. I am from the post-communist country. I know how control feels like. Of course we are affected, but a lot of people don't do anything with their life so they can blame the government. Sometimes I had moments when I didn't want to go to the family gatherings, because sometimes, or like friend family gatherings, because it's gonna be nothing but blaming the outer circumstance, because nobody wants to do something different. Everyone wants to just sit there and blame. I mean, yes, I mean, there are some things that are unfortunate, there are some things that we cannot change, but most people want to deter attention from what they personally could do with their life and basically blame it on the outer force. There are obvious unfortunate things, like such as war, for example, in my native country. People are very limited in what they can do, but they still trying to do their best. Man, I'm hot. I'm getting hot in this. Somebody says fake accent. Yes, it's very fake. I practice every morning before mirror. I'm like, okay, how can I make my accent more exotic? So somebody says, wow, this is so beautiful. It must be fake. Thank you, Frank. You are so kind. Frank is saying, I wish I would have been able to meet your father. He sounds like a great man. Oh, man, yes. He was so masculine and so manly, and most of all, he was so driven. I understand it now more and more. I share this for my early subscribers heard this story a million times, but he would get up at 4:30 every morning, so he could be on the first train that goes to his work, so he can come 2 hours prior, all the noise, all the people having small talk, and he can work 2 hours with no noise, 100% focused on his craft. My father was an engineer and he created different machines. He was into it was publishing machines. So it's basically the machines that print magazines, print books. He always liked a good book, and I remember when I would gift him a book, I would always touch the best printed ones because I knew he had love for aesthetic of a book. He would touch the pages and touch the cover on the book. Yeah, Yeah, I understand. I always knew that, but now when I look at it, I understand why he was the way he was, why he always avoided BS drama. He just wanted to work and create. That was his life. I hope all the men here are paying attention. This is what happens when you raise your daughter up to be good people. Thank you. I cannot have more appreciation for my dad as I have now. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Frank. I miss him. Uh, thank you, Frank. Yes. A lot of people in Europe speak several languages. Women need to be taught like this woman has been taught. You are not in control of the controllables. Nobody tells you what to do or say or be. Yes. That is why you take a job that pays even if you don't like it. Yes. When you're a man, you don't have the luxury. Same as, when a woman having a baby. Maybe she wants to sleep. Maybe she wants to eat. Maybe she needs to go use a bathroom. But if your baby is crying, um, if your baby is crying, she ignores how she feels. But we have that capacity because our emotion and our love is so strong that we can take care of the baby. We can not sleep, not eat, and not use a bathroom if we need to. We have that in us. Yes, it's still painful. We still get tired and exhausted, but it's the satisfaction that you get, the joy, the fulfillment is worth it. It's worth it all the way. I remember I had one time a moment where I haven't slept for so long that I started hallucinating. Hallucinating, but I was taking care of somebody that I loved, that more than the world. So I'm like, but I said I had to call somebody and say, hey, could you help me, because I start to see cities and cars and like license plate numbers because I haven't slept in so long. Um, you know. By the way, who said you had to love your job? I think you can get to what you love to do later in life as a man, but your first responsibility is just doing the hard things. Thank you, Frank. I really appreciate it. Nice. Alex Patini says, I had my house paid off by 32. I'm a bit older now. Nice. Beautiful. Frank, I could not agree with you more. Thank you. Um, my faith in humanity has been restored. This is a real one. Thank you, Frank. I think our faith in humanity have been restored in this, what, I don't even know, 4 or 5 days. My faith in humanity have been strongly restored in every single day. Seeing the overwhelming support for what's right really actually start to heal the pain of this horrific, horrendous loss. And it's all men, women, everyone, every nationality, every country, every creed, every ethnicity. Seeing this, you can't stop it. The thing is, what people actually don't understand. I want to talk about Charlie Kirk again. That when you have been consistent for so many years, and you, no matter who is trying to put dirt on you, but when you came out with a smile, when you gave everyone a hug, when you were such an amazing person all these years, nobody can come and try to paint it in a black paint. People just, you look ridiculous when you try to do that. I'm getting red. Look at me, I'm getting so red. um it's a very, very warm day, but where I'm going, I have to look presentable, so I should have not wear the jacket for the video. Yeah, so I love this. I love the feeling of restoring faith in humanity. Think about all the families, all the women, all everybody who is just spreading the message. And I think it's like push to our society to realize, hey, uh, maybe Charlie is no longer physically here, but he's definitely in us. Thank you, CCGB. Yes, my dear friends, if you would like to, wait, I'm sorry. We're gonna be wrapping up in a few minutes. If you'd like to be a member of my channel, I would welcome you to be a member, because as we grow, we're going to have some chats where only members can comment, and I'm gonna be saving some videos where only members can see. I already posted 2 videos yesterday in members only, so it's something to consider. Um, you are welcome to join if you would like to. Thank you, CCGB. Thank you, River Rat. I appreciate you. I don't know why is your face so different colors in your chest, because I don't tan with my face. I wear hats, and I have a bit more tan besides my face. Yes, I have a thick layer of sunscreen because my skin is very very sensitive. I love tan, but because I am so fair skinned, I also have some other things I cannot expose. My skin really suffers, especially my face. That's why it is so white. Yeah, but it's real. Yeah, you see my arms also white, but the chest, because I do remember sometimes to put sunscreen, but not always. Also, I've been to the lake. I don't know how many of you know about the beautiful Lake Michigan, but I went 2 days ago. I was at the lake and I swam in the lake. It was, I think, 68 degrees, which is horrifying for people in the south and Florida. But I was like, this is amazing. I am in the lake on the September 16th. It's like I beat all my records for 17 years that I'm here. So it was so, so fun. Actually, I want to go swimming again to not Lake Michigan, but closer lake. We have a hot day again. You guys don't understand. Usually we can have like not snow, but we can have a full blown fall weather in September. So it's so exciting. I don't know. I love water so much. Water and mountains. Thank you, Frank. I really appreciate such encouraging feedback. Thank you so much. Yes, I think life is exciting because you can keep evolving to basically your deathbed. I appreciate the kind words. You know what? Hold, hold helm. You're the only one hating here. Just notice that. Pay attention. You're the only one that doesn't have a kind word to say. You are condemning somebody else. Meanwhile, there is not a positive, kind word came out of your mouth. Just an observation. Good morning to Philippines. Good Gregory, welcome. Good to see you. I see some of my OGs. Hello. Awesome to see you. Welcome. Gregory Riviera. Hola. Hello. Chingiz, love, you forget love. No, I don't forget love. I operate on love. Hello, Italy. Hello, Sergio. Hello, sister from India. Welcome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good luck. Wait, what did I just do? Good luck finding good luck finding a better person than he was. I'm debating, not hating. Yeah, so what is your debate? You have not seen no word of appreciation, no encouragement, no credit when credit is due for somebody who spent years encouraging young people to create families, to love, to build, to have children. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So our society is falling apart because the family is falling apart. You have not said a simple kind word to nobody here. So what can I tell you? How many movements you have built? How many people you have helped? Tell us, please. What are you wearing? What am I wearing? Clothes. This is not a debate to come and call somebody a name without any proof to it. Come, I'm going to have we're gonna talk about him. I want to review some of his past clips. He was full of love, you know. The thing is, it's just laughable. You can agree, you can disagree, but even his face, it's like he always has this pre-smile. You can see his eyes are kind, and people came and called him names and snatched things from his head, did things, and he just like he would always tell his security, don't touch them, don't touch them. He lost his life because of his belief in people and belief in kindness, and that is why all of us are on a mission now. We are on a mission of restoring humanity. Thank you, Nicholas. The service is on Sunday. Yeah, we already know you disagree. What do you offer to society? Let me guess. Not much. Hi, Frankie. All right, my dears, I have to get going. Thank you so much for participating. Man, it's harder today. It's harder than I thought. I really wanted to do a live outside because it's such a beautiful weather, but um, where I was thinking to do it, the connection is really super choppy. Uh, Thank you, Andrew. I'm not okay. Okay. Nobody's forcing anybody being here. Oh, I think I have a flower delivery. All right, guys. I gotta go. Flower delivery. I'll see you very soon. Oh, Nicholas, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. It's gonna be my smoothie for the day. Oi. Okay, just 1 second. I think I have flower delivery. You know what? I think it's good that I stayed longer because I can go back and get my flowers. Somebody sent me something beautiful. You know, it's interesting because people say, "Oh, American men are not chivalrous. American men don't give gifts. American men don't bring flowers, or you know, don't." And for me, it's a completely different reality. And for many of my girls that I know, uh, I see chivalrous men every single day living in US. I have never opened my own door when there is a man behind me. I have never carried a heavy package when there are men around. And I love flower deliveries and I really, really enjoy them. And yes, I think I just choose not to notice and not pay my attention to the men that maybe don't hold the standards. I mean, I see them, but I don't want to amplify it. And I think that we have a lot of chivalry. Even in the chat yesterday, when I brought my beautiful friend Alina, there were so many men who, well, random people, I would say, that were trying to say bad things, and then all the good men came out and protected and contributed to the conversation, contributed to the channel. It was beautiful. So you know, there is always somebody who is on the ground who try to get you on the ground with them. But anyway, thank you so much again, Nicholas Hanlon. And I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome to the channel. Appreciate the contribution and your support. Thank you, Nicholas. It's very kind of you. Wait, please don't. I don't know why my fingers are blocking today. I want to. Greetings from Loas. Fred gets nothing. I don't know what you mean by that. I know swine is a pig, but never heard of that expression. I see. I don't know what you mean. Um, yeah. So anyway, thank you everybody who've been here. I appreciate the activity on the channel. So soon I'm gonna start recording shorts. I actually got in trouble for my shorts because they had a logo. Um the logo of other websites, and on YouTube you can only download original. So I'm gonna start recording shorts for you, and possibly some pre-recorded content that will be more concise and very straight to the point, because I hope you understand it's hard to be very straight to the point when you have so many things brewing, and then the conversation usually takes a different spin, you know. I mean, it's more of a connecting conversation. Gabe says, "I would like to donate $50." You're welcome to do so if you do. There is no expectations or requirements. It's all based on sheer appreciation and ability. You already helping me a lot was just putting a thumbs up, and if you want to see me again, consider subscribing. All right. Warm hug, hot hug. It's 80 something degrees here. It's insane. um I'm gonna head out to my meeting, powder my nose first, and then I'm gonna head out to my meeting. Mark, hello. Yes, all is well. I will call you back. All is well. Actually, no, I won't call you back till Sunday. All is well. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. Yes, I will have some good news for you, I hope, on Sunday. Or, yes. So, yes, I won't call you. Well, maybe I will for just a moment. But anyway, thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Oh, wow. Yes, so I'm going to get my delivery. In the countries that nobody sends flowers, I'm going to get my flower delivery, and I will be back. Sometimes it's going to be early afternoons, and sometimes it's going to be evening time after dinner time. So if you enjoy the message that I give, if you enjoy being here, consider subscribing. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you guys for supporting, contributing. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Please remember that we don't have the right to give up on raising our standards and bringing class to our society. One of the goals of my channel is to bring class and standard to our society. I wholeheartedly believe that we can do better. I wholeheartedly believe that we can do a lot better than we have been doing. And we can all see that we are capable to do better, bringing class, respect, and dignity back. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.